All right, and we are live for another Diorama paint stream. So, a little bit tired. I was streaming all night yesterday. Started from my own stream, and then went to Datman's stream, and then the game stream, which I only was there for a couple of games. But yeah, we're getting back into it. Today we're going to be doing a little more, adding more colors to the background because I'm pretty much satisfied with the base layers. So we're gonna kind of move on and add some different colors, different shades, and yeah, we'll grab a few extra brushes. So we're gonna start by doing the space portion, and then we'll kind of move into while we wait for the space to dry, we'll kind of go back and forth between certain things. So we'll be doing the base layer and whatnot. So let's check the comments. There we go. All right. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So I think I'm gonna start with a bit of a purple color or violet. We're just using Craftspart paint because it's cheap. So all right. And we're just gonna kind of dry brush most of this stuff here. I think it took too much off. And we're just going to kind of dab it into the foam. And we'll do the same thing. We decided to go with a purple, green, and pink for the space background. Just kind of makes some, just to make it pop a bit more. Hey, missus, how's it going? A restaurant, and can't hear. Oh, well, that's all right. That's all right. Just lurking. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll be here for a little while. Just gotta be careful not to hit the walls here. I wish I had a bigger brush, but gotta save them for the other parts of the diorama. And I actually got a little bit done actually when I was on Deadman stream. I was actually kind of working on stuff in the background, just kind of tidying up some of the paints. So yeah. So pretty much all the basing is done, aside from the buildings here. But I have to kind of wait until the space is done before I can actually touch on that. We'll turn this guy around. Get a better angle. thing. There we go. I can kind of be as random as I want here with a lot of the placement of things because it is space and it's a bit more cut. There's little flies hanging around. I don't know why we have. See, last year we had a fucking infestation of fucking flies, but this year it's been kind of good. Maybe I haven't really had a whole lot, but now they're starting to come in. It's fucking annoying. So I thought all the rain the past couple days dealt with you. Well, that's fuckers. High note. So what I'll do is I'll add all these different colors, like the purple, the green, and pink. Then I'll kind of come back in with a little bit of a dry brush with some blacks. Just kind of bring back some of the blacks just a little bit. And then we'll add the stars, which is a very, very easy, quick effect to do. All right. So not too sure if I'll be streaming next couple of days because I need to save a little bit of a streaming time because next month is actually my birth month. So I want to make sure I have enough hours for my birthday stream because these streams can kind of go for a long time. So I'm trying to kind of find a way to moderate a bit. I'm not going to put too much there, but I'll fix that with the blacks. But yeah, on August 27th, which will be on a Sunday, I think. So we'll do a birthday stream on Saturday, or right before the day before my birthday, because I'm probably going to be spending the birthday with my family anyways. So. Not entirely sure what I'll be drawing for the birthday stream though. I might do the Ravens maybe. I'm probably gonna be next weekend. I'm probably gonna be doing the Beast Wars Megatron. Even though I have done that one before, but I've been putting that little side project off for too long. I promised somebody that I would make sure it's done as soon as possible, but I have so many projects I'm working on, as well as kind of balancing out the work life, so it's kind of make it difficult. So I was like, fuck it, let's do a stream. Make it into a stream. Okay, we'll just leave that to the side now, let it dry, and then we'll work on the sidewalls. Okay, good enough. And side. Just making sure you guys can see. Yep. All right. That should be good enough. Most part. Okay. Wait about to dry as well. And while that's happening, I'll just kind of put my purple off to the side. And we'll start the base layer. And actually, I'll grab some tape. Right there. Just to prevent any casualties, for lack of a better term. All right. That should be good enough. Okay. So I think I'm going to be using this metallic sort of, what's it called? Amethyst. So. Brush finally. What did I put this in? What the fuck did I put on my brushes? Where's my shit? Oh. Slightly bigger one. There we go. That should be good enough. Or, no, I'll use this big one. I'll use these ones for the purple stuff later. Okay. What the fuck? What is this? Right. Here when that happens, when the paint comes out all liquidy. All right. Hopefully this works. Oh, I'm right. I'm liking this color. All right. Already liking this color. It's really nice. A nice, clean sort of fade. That should do it. Just grab side so it matches. So I really like this color. I might have to use this again when I do the Shockwave one, or when I redo the Shockwave shelf. So I really like the way it looks. All right. Okay. Let's flip over. I need a little more paint. Dump it out like last time. There we go. Should be enough. Oh, there you guys are. Hey, Deadman. How's it going? Very low. Fun might die. Well, don't die. Don't die on my account. Yeah. Can't really see it through the camera, but it's the purple's a lot nicer looking in person. So cameras cannot do it justice. It's really starting to pop. I'll probably be going in with different colors. Like I might use the obsidian, I think it's called. Yeah, just to kind of add, like maybe like paint in some of these extra like little panels here. Just kind of break up the purple a bit. I almost don't want to do that on some level because it's kind of like a nice sort of clean look. But I also want to add a little bit extra detail. So. Painting the Superman logo. Just kidding. Or at least the Superman shape. All right. But yeah, definitely going to be using this color once again when we go to redo the Shockwave shelf because I have to lower or I have to kind of bring the base layer down a bit. The back and side walls are going to be fine. Just the bottom layer that needs to be changed, but I think it will be for the better because Shockwave hangs a little bit too high on that shelf, and I have lights coming in, and so if I light that shelf, his face is going to get kind of part of his head's going to be might be covered up a little bit, and you know and you kind of want to have enough breathing room for the characters as well as filling that vertical space up. So it's one of those things you kind of learn when doing these things. It's more than just designing a good location and then going in and putting the figures in. It's like, no, you gotta actually kind of think it through. Like if you think about how, because like with Transformers, like it's not like with displaying like something like action figures, right, where they're all kind of the same sort of scale. With Transformers, like there's a lot of characters and there's a lot of characters with different sizes and all that. And so it can be very, very challenging to kind of map out a shelf and make it look presentable. And I wanted to have a more presentable display because it's like, I'm an artist. It's like, the white shelves are nice, but they're boring. And I like to have a little more fun. Makes my display, because I like adding a little bit extra fun to the room here, or the display. It's like there's a lot more pride in it. You kind of feel like there's more pride in what you're doing. All right. I can touch this up a little bit here. All right. tie this up one last time. And we don't have to worry about this area here because it's going to be covered up anyways by the base. Not the base, but a little platform I made. So don't have to worry. I think I'm just going to stick with the one layer of paint here just because because by doing that, it kind of adds a bit. You kind of have like a little bit of excess of the gray underneath, and it kind of adds a nice metallic sort of look to it. Kind of adds a little bit more depth, adds a bit of kind of a little bit of age to it, I guess, without trying to. Yeah, it's the best way I can kind of put it. Let's do one last run through, then we'll move on to the little platforms. Okay. Throw you off to the side. Stay there. And you guys. And more paint. You on this side. So after this, I'm going to kind of check on the space backgrounds now. And it's still drying. I will kind of move on to the gold elements. Need to be done. But if not, we'll kind of continue doing the space stuff until we're done with that. So yeah, we're just going to do one coat. There we go. It's one down, one to go. Oh. Okay, should be good enough. Just one last swipe. Yeah. Okay. Check out the space background. Some parts are still drying. Looks like it's ready to go. And I'll give it a minute. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a gold now. We'll move on to the gold. I'll leave this onto the side. I don't really need this color anymore, so drop that brush in there. So now, but things can change rapidly. So, but yeah, here's my little yellow / gold elements. So I kind of was working on this last night while on Damage stream. Actually, didn't really show it because I didn't think it would be that interesting to look at, aside from the ravens I was drawing. So, but yeah, I kind of finished up the base layer for these. Now I can go in with some gold. Let's get a different plate for that. Okay. This old gold paint when we're still using RedBubble. Oh, I might use this guy then. Or, you know what? I'll save that for the background elements. I'll use the rest of these guys because I need to kind of match the gold on the little statues I made. So that should be. Try to see if we can use King's Gold. Oh, yeah, there's plenty. Okay. Don't want to use this guy. Actually, let's see if I have a different version of these. Use this guy. I'm trying to save certain brushes for different colors. So, okay. Here, I'll show you. Cardboard sheet. We pull all these guys on. Here, I'll just take them all off this plate entirely. Get rid of that. Probably only have for a little while. And we'll just get started. Start the sides. This will probably need more than one coat. So I might use the brighter gold on top of it. It's not really doing what I want it to do. Probably need more than one coat, that's for sure. Okay, just let it dry for a little bit. Actually, I think I got some toothpicks. Maybe we drop here a lot easier. There we go. tidy up the paint lines here. Okay, I think we'll just kind of leave that to the side, let it dry. And we'll check on our space. All right, this guy's ready to go. So we can kind of move on to that. Okay. Okay, we'll move on to the backgrounds again. This guy. Okay, since we did purple last time, we'll kind of add some greens and then some pink on top of that. Looks like kind of more interesting little line works. It's kind of make the sky more interesting. Okay, here's a little green. Try the other side. Looks like it's all dried up. Some areas are a little wet. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, just a little bit, not too much. Don't want to lose the purple entirely. I should be able to. Just avoid that spot for the time being. Just better move these guys out of my way. You are in my way. I don't need you anymore for now. There's no paint on there. You know what? Move this around. Make my life easier. All right. Why are you popping up? Get the fuck out of here. Damn pop-ups. Time is it? Ooh, 12:52. It's a pretty decent progress, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Quite a bit done. So after this, I'll probably start moving on to these things, these guys. Once we're kind of done doing the space backgrounds, then once we're done doing that, we can kind of take this tape off. But once the space is done, we can take the tape off. We can start working on the buildings, and yeah, should be smooth sailing from there. And there's kind of like just adding like little details and stuff to the base. Will be left, as well as just adding different second coatings to the golds, and yeah, should be a fairly smooth diorama. This one wasn't as complicated as most of the other ones are. But Tokyo one took a long time just because there's so many different colors I was using, especially for like the background and stuff. But doing the whole tape thing kind of makes things go a long way because you can kind of map out where things go. Makes life easier. Okay, should be good enough for now. Tidy up this area. Now once I add the pink on top of this, I will go back in with some. What I'll do, I'll just take like a paper towel and dip in some black paint, and then kind of just like dab it into the space part, and then on top of that, I'll add the stars. I think that'll make for a nice sort of starry night sky on Cybertron here. Yeah, I think the green's actually kind of a really good color for, especially the colors I have on the shelf, which are all going to be like kind of purples and blues. Will kind of help balance things out. Actually, I forgot this side. So I'll probably just do a very, very gingerly sort of, dry brush when I do the blacks. Kind of want to keep as much of the green and all that as possible, because having these colors in the background can really help make the other characters pop out. Because most of the shelf is going to be like very, very purple and bluish, so just make things a lot. But now I will have lights coming in pretty soon, so that'll kind of also play a factor in here. Yeah. Okay. Just kind of giving me some G2 Megatron vibes a little bit, because he had like a purple and green color scheme. So that's kind of giving me those vibes. All right. So while that's drying, kind of move this guy off to the side. I don't need this guy anymore. And let's see. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is kind of mix different purples in order to get this guy going, because I want to kind of add a little bit of a shine to it. So I think what I'm going to do is start with a dark purple violet metallic, and then on top of that, once it's all set and done, I'll kind of add the purple pearl. It's kind of a lighter shade. So that's the plan. I'll have two of these guys. All right, let's put them to this side. Oh, that was probably for the whatever. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'll use this guy. And we'll kind of do this for the same on the back wall as well as the base layer. Do the same thing, so that kind of looks like it's kind of in the same sort of family. We kind of put it all together on the shelf. It's meant to be kind of like a platform leading up to the throne, if that makes sense. Let's start with the top layer. Actually, what I think I could do, it's going to be risky. I'm going to try it. Ooh, might be too much. Yeah, that's too much. Okay, we'll use. All right, well, let's continue this then, and then what we'll do afterwards, we'll put the regular purple back on. So don't mind that. Yeah, just leave that. So I grab the sides real quick. Okay, we'll just leave this out to the side now. Move on to this guy. I guess we'll just do the same thing we did with that, just so it all matches. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take the tip off. So I'm missing a couple. Yeah. Okay. Should be good enough. Then we'll move on to this guy. Which I might need a smaller brush in a minute. Just little details. Thank you, Deadman. We're getting there. I'll be going in with a darker shade as I go on, I think. Just kind of, I don't know, I kind of like this purple. It kind of makes it a little bit different from the base because the base has a much darker shade of purple or a metallic purple. But I'm actually starting to like it more. So I kind of experimented a little bit because I didn't really think it through, but I think it kind of works now. Happy little accidents. But I will have to kind of go in with some extra darker shade, just to kind of get the shadows going and all that. Or maybe I'll just I'll think about it. Maybe I'll probably bring in the darker purple just for the shadows. I was using earlier. Try to get as much as I can before I bring out the smaller pen or brush. Okay. That should be good enough. I'll clean this up a bit more. Yeah, we should be good there. Okay, it's kind of hard to see. Focus a bit more. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, leave you to dry. Let's see. Oh. I'm going to add some pink now to the sky here. This guy. Or space, yeah, sky, space, whatever. Same thing. Okay. Kind of follow the same sort of patterns we've been using for the green. I think we're going to do just a little bit less of it. is it? 120. Hey, Castle. How's it going? Good to see you. Okay. Now, hopefully, I should do this one. Oop. I'll fix that up later. Oop, a very bad angle. You guys see. There we go. Bring that up just a little bit. There we go. Once this all is finished drying, I will go back in with some black, just kind of make it look more spacey. And then we can add the stars. And that will basically be it for the background, at least for the space part of it. And then we just they can possibly move into doing the buildings here. And then we'll kind of gradually work on the backs here, or the throne, all that. Smooth sailing. Just kind of random, like squiggly lines. Just kind of give an alien feel to this world. Here, I'll flip you around. Ooh. Still drying. Okay, I'm almost there. A little more. Okay, should be good enough. All right, that should be good enough. And then Once it's done drying, we'll go back in with some paper towel to kind of add the little blacks. Add the black back into it, and then we can do the stars, and then go from there. So, all right. So work on the gold parts then. That should be all been dried up by now. Okay. It's still kind of dry. Just kind of tidy up the line or the paint lines. Yeah, I gotta wait for that to dry fully. These guys can finish up, hopefully. Not moving. There we go. Do one last coat here. That should be it for these guys. Okay, I got these guys dry for a little bit more or longer. Okay. Okay, I should be able to get some kind of drying actually. What's this guy doing? Still drying. All right. So I guess we can kind of add some little extra details to the panel work on the base here, or add extra color rather. So just dry there. So gray. Okay. Yeah, what I'm gonna do. Need brush. Get rid of this obsidian. What is up with this fucking paint? Urgh. Jesus. See what happens. What is up with this fucking paint? Jesus. I'm gonna do the front one right here. Just want to add a little bit extra sort of detail. And do it. And that's a kind of breakup of color. All right. And I think this might be the last thing we do. Just I'm still waiting for a lot of things to kind of dry off here. So I don't really want to sit around waiting for paint to dry. So maybe I'll go for wow. Got a lot done actually. But yeah. Don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow because I might be hanging out with family tomorrow. So I think people they want to go to the zoo or something. So I might go do that. Unless plans change, and maybe I can do a quick stream. Well, I'll probably in the evening because Mac's going to be doing his stream tomorrow. So I'll be modding the chat for him on that end. So, yeah. But since I have Monday off, I might be able to do a stream then. And that'll probably be the last Diorama stream. And I'll kind of just like film the rest of the way after that, I think. Think about bringing actually a blue or no, maybe not. Maybe a silver. Yeah. Okay, so this one. Oop, bad angle. Hold on. There we go. Make sure it focuses. All right. Or I don't know, maybe I'll just bring in like a lighter shade of purple. I mean, this will do. Just want to add a few extra little, breakouts of color. So I think that would probably be maybe these two sections here. Just leave these two as the purple. We'll see. Probably should have added more panel lines, but whatever. I'll grab the underside while we're here. Okay. Hey, Grumpy. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Just trying to think here now. Oh, blue. I'm going to save that for the buildings. Wonder if I mix like a blue and a metallic purple, what would that give us? Here. Use this guy. Let's see what happens. Kind of like that. Yeah, kind of works. Okay. Grab a bigger brush. And I think we'll do that one and that one. Yeah. Or I think here. Because I don't want to cover up too much of the purple underneath, you know? So maybe just one panel. Maybe just this guy. Yeah, look at this guy. If all else fails, we can always go back in with the purple metallic, fix it up. Don't mind that. Kind of like that. You know what? Maybe this guy right here. Yeah. Just keep going across. Because this area gets covered up anyways with the little platform I put in place. I don't have to worry too much about this area over here. So. Yeah, that works. So we're kind of taking a little bit of liberties with the design here because it's kind of all sort of meant to be the same color in the original animated movie, but for the purpose of the shelf, I need to kind of adjust things to make sure it, because I have to account for the actual figures themselves and make sure they display properly on the shelf. And if you have too much of the same sort of color, it can kind of look a little plain. Because I'm gonna have like a really big sort of mostly purple and blue sort of figures on the shelf, so I have to kind of find a way to kind of break that up a little bit. Now, granted, this is the base, the bottom layer, so it's not gonna be that noticeable, but. It's one of those things that happens in life, and oh, okay, I missed it. Actually, I am a bit less cheaper as I am, so I'm a bit worried, but trying to pass. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, it sucks. That happens in life, and usually at the worst possible moment. So, yeah, well, just take it one step at a time, Just, I'm fortunate enough to have a pretty stable job at the moment, for the time being at least. But yeah, I imagine it's definitely a massive process trying to dust off the old resume. Put yourself back out there. It's a pain in the ass to find work, especially nowadays because it's because everything's online now, and so it kind of makes it difficult. Not difficult, but yeah. All right. But enough of that. So Galvatron diorama. Yep, this is the Galvatron diorama. So it's going to have Cyclonus and Galvatron on it, and hopefully Scourge when he rolls around. I'm still waiting for that fan stories to come out. So yeah, I'm so glad I didn't go with the X Transbots version because I was really. Cause for me, it's I want to have the whole, for example, the Dinobots. I want to have it all from the same sort of company, so they all kind of match. So I was tempted to buy the X Transbot Scourge actually, but I kind of just. But once they revealed that colored image of the Scourge from Fans Toys, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait because I want this guy. He's gonna look great next to the other two, and that will probably be it for the shelf. Honestly, I don't really think I need anything else. Just need those three, and that should be it for the shelf. Three big bots, and they're kind of the main sort of villains of the alongside Unicron in the '86 movie. So don't really think we need much more after that. Just kind of tidying up the blue here. And I'll probably go back through this stuff. I want to kind of get rid of the kind of looks a little too sparkly. I want to have a bit more, but not sparkly, but I want to add a bit more purple to it. Or a different shade of purple, rather. But yeah, that should be it for now. Let that dry. And let's see. This guy's still drying, kind of. My back walls. Can I work on you guys? Okay, get it kind of dried off so I can work on this guy. All right, so now any blacks and some towels. Put that off to the ground. See you in my way. You know, the worst part, I hate the resume thing. Yeah, it's so annoying. All right. Here, I'll split 1 1/2. Okay, and just kind of dab it in. Just kind of bring back the blacks just a little bit. And once this is done drying, which probably won't take that long because it's just dabbing ink into it, I'll come back in with some stars, and that will kind of seal the deal for the sky here. And I think that will be it. Or I don't know, maybe I can squeeze in some. If it dries in time, I can probably squeeze in some buildings here. But I'll probably just be able to do base coating, and that's about it. It's kind of messy, but it's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, so this is from the coronation scene in the '86 movie. So this is kind of went with. Originally, I was kind of tempted to do the Thrall planet, or not. It wasn't really a planet, was it? It was kind of just like an asteroid, meteor type thing, where Galvatron landed after the '86 movie. We kind of find out in the first 5 episodes of season 3 that he kind of survived. He landed in this sort of meteorite or remains of it or whatever, and he kind of landed in some like lava and stuff. So I was like, oh, that would make a really cool sort of environment because it'd be kind of a little bit different from what I have on the shelf right now. Because I already have a Cybertron environment with the Shockwave shelf. So I was like, I kind of like, I tend to like to do the more earthly based environments. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that it's like, you know what? The coronation scene is probably Galvatron's most iconic moment in the movie. And I already have a movie environment for the Autobots, so it kind of makes more sense to do it that way. So I decided to just go ahead and do the coronation scene. But I mean, we could always do a lot. I want to do it too because I just want to do lava, honestly. But we can do lava at some other point, I'm sure, as doing these dioramas kind of permits it. Well, yeah, I have more plans for dioramas now that I'm kind of going to be expanding a little bit. Or rather, I'll be moving some things out of the shelves. Because originally I was going to have a Devastator or Unicron in the right below the movie Decepticon shelf, but I decided to kind of move him into the middle shelf or bookshelf, and that's kind of where he's hanging out. And then that's kind of freed up 2 extra shelves below them. So I might do one for the Stunticons, because one team I really want to get my hands on. So I already have Motor Master, but I just need the other 4. And for that shelf, I'm kind of debating on whether or not, and for that one, I'm thinking about doing a demolition derby for the diorama, for the background and all that. So I think that'd be a really because I was kind of like the thing in the cartoon. They always like would, I think there's like one episode where they were just like chilling at a demolition derby or whatever, because they were just like, because they were more laid back. Decepticons were, you know, they were kind of like more laid back, you know. And here's the back wall, so you kind of get the idea what we're doing here. So we got a little Decepticon symbol up here, got a little throne. So yeah, I think it's still kind of dry in there, so I can't really do much with that. All right. Yeah, I'll get a paper towel. And I'll probably use this technique again later on when I go to do the weathering effect. Although I'm probably going to hang back on it just a little bit because I want to kind of emphasize the, you know, because it is supposed to be a more regal environment. It was kind of more, not regal, but, you know, it's a bit more fancier environment than you normally would see the Decepticons in. Yeah. Big. But enough of that. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, we could always do another. Maybe if I do like a Headmasters or something like that, if I ever get those characters, which is very slim at the moment. Just kind of working with what I got at the moment. It's not really like I want to like finish off my shelves first before I, you know, expand to other avenues of the lore. First and foremost, so. And there are still a lot of holes, so to speak. And I'm also kind of thinking about actually changing up or rather redoing a diorama, which is for my season 2 Decepticons. I'm actually kind of thinking about, because that's the train yard, that one with the stadium in the back. I'm thinking about changing that one to something else. The idea I kind of have, I'm more leaning more towards for that one is to redo it as the Mount Rushmore from the Triple Takeover episode, because that whole diorama is kind of based on the Triple Takeover episode because it has the train tracks in front and the stadium in the back. And the reason why I did that is because in the Triple Takeover episode, all the Decepticons were kind of like turning against each other, and so. And Starscream, Astro Train, and Blitzwing were kind of the big proponents of that episode. And so in that episode, Blitzwing kind of took over a little football stadium because he thought that's where the strongest warriors of Earth were kind of hanging out or whatever. I can't remember what exactly his reasoning for was that, but it was a funny episode. And Astro Train kind of took over the train lines, kind of trying to disrupt things in the city or whatever. And so because of that, I decided, well, let's add a little train track in the front, and then we'll have the stadium in the back with like the little cityscape. So in theory, it was kind of an interesting idea, but I think that I could do better. I think that the Mount Rushmore makes the most sense because that was also a part in the episode at the very start of the episode where you kind of saw that they were kind of carving their faces onto Mount Rushmore as they were kind of making their plan. So I think I'd make more interesting looking dioramas as well. Because I tend to do like doing the nature environments a bit more. So too much. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I might be redoing the season 2 Decepticon shelf and doing Mount Rushmore instead. But yeah, that's what I got going on. And I'm actually kind of thinking about making a swamp diorama for my Insecticons, actually, which is going to be like right above my Devastator. It's going to be in the middle bookshelf. And I'm thinking about putting also Nightbird in that one, as well as maybe leave room for 2 extra Seekers, like the Rainmakers, Just kind of put them in the background. So that's kind of my plan at the moment. But, well, I'm not 100% sure on that one because I'm not too sure at the moment. It's a little indecisive at the moment with that idea. So on one hand, I kind of want to, might be better to do it on the billy shelf, but I don't think that having like those 4 small guys and 2 big guys would really be good on a billy shelf because billy shelves are a lot wider than the Gersby one I have in the middle. Which for those who don't know, IKEA has like a couple different furniture types, which I usually buy from. So like, and the billies are kind of like their main sort of book shelves, and they come in different like sizes and all that. So you have like skinny ones, you have a little bit taller ones, you have half ones, and they used to sell this thing called a Gersby, which was my first actual bookshelf I got before I got the billies, and so that's kind of like where I put all my big bots at the moment. Yeah, I gotta do that. Because I was thinking about this on a Dadman stream when we did our Transformer stream. But I'm thinking about actually just going through. Once I have like this next diorama finished, I'm thinking about just going and doing a whole like collection tour. And because that way I can kind of go a little bit more in depth and showing off like all the little details of the dioramas and all that, and kind of explain my thought process behind it all. Because there's only so much I could actually talk about in the actual stream, because you can only see so much and explain so much through a couple pictures. So it was probably my fault because I didn't really give as many pictures as I probably should have to him. But but I think it'll be much easier to kind of explain it in real time. So, but yeah, that's kind of the plans for me. So. Oh, and I also have new lights coming in actually, so that's gonna be pretty good. Got a total of 9 LED lights for the shelves. So far I only have the Autobots shelf lit up at the moment, so I gotta get my Decepticons lit, as well as the middle shelving unit. So yeah, that's what's been going on lately in the diorama world. Because I haven't done a diorama in a long time. I think it was like in February or March. I did the Tokyo one, so it's been a little while. Just been putting this one off for a little while. A little too long. I think that should be it. But yeah, the reason why I want to do like a swamp diorama though for the Insecticons is because right now I just have them on the Shockwave shelf, and I mean, they work fine there. But I think they would those kinds of characters they need to be like in a nature environment, and they kind of hung out in swamps most of the time in the cartoon, so that's kind of where I'm going with that. Yeah, it'll probably be like it'll make for a more interesting sort of environment for the shelves too. So I think that's what we'll be doing there. All right, so just let that dry. All right. So these are still drying off, so you guys might be ready to go. So I might be able to do the stars, and then that might be it for me. And yeah, maybe tomorrow morning, if I get up early enough, I might do just a quick stream where I can maybe start the buildings here. Okay. So, need some white paint. And I'll use the fan brush for this. Let's go for the pink one. This is a very easy little effect you can do. Just get a little bit of paint on the brush, just flick it on. Oop. And you got some little stars. Now this will get a little bit trickier once we get to the back wall, because I have to cover up the throne. Okay. There we go. That should be it for this side. This is probably the most satisfying part, honestly, just adding all these little stars. Ties it all in. All right, there we go. Then we'll move back to the base, or the back wall. I don't think it's dry enough. Okay. Now, clean my finger off real quick. Okay. I'll be very, very careful for this next step. Just focus on the sides first. That way I don't get any, it won't be that big of a deal, honestly, if I get the aim it accordingly. Try to keep it as far away from that as possible. It's a little much. Not too worried about it though. Which I'm almost tempted to put like the little Cybertron moons in the background. Maybe. Probably be like an afterthought type thing here. Do last. Let's see. Oh, but maybe just keeping it just a simple buildings here in the sky might just be better. Yeah, that should be good enough. Okay. Towel. Okay. Which I might just go back in just really briefly. Just add, you know what? Let's use my toothpicks for that. Just want to add some a little bit bigger stars. Just popping out. Just gonna do a few more. I'm not gonna worry about the side walls. Just want to get these ones a little bit bigger. Something more noticeable, anyways. Okay. Let that sit for a minute. Here. Leave it right there. Yep. There's a few. Just picking a few strays of paint off of the fan brush. That way I don't have to waste anymore. Okay, so I think we're done with the space. So now we can take this damn tape off. All right. Okay, that should be everything. Time is it? 2:22. I think I'll save the buildings for a little later. I might just do I might just do base coating for the buildings tomorrow or tonight, off air, and then tomorrow, if I get up early enough, I might do a stream where I do some not final touches, but start detailing out the buildings, get the throne, the platform, and all that kind of squared off. Some weathering in, and then should be smooth sailing from there. The way I kind of designed them, at least initially, was I kind of designed a lot of these buildings off of the Cybertron games, like the way I kind of designed the buildings in K-On! From those games, because I just really love the design work in those games. They're just Like Cybertron was absolutely beautiful in those games when they designed them. So I wanted to replicate that as much as possible. I think that's more tape on this guy. Here, swap you. Sounds like you got it all planned out. Yeah, kind of. I've well, not entirely planned out, because obviously when it comes to doing these things, you kind of, new ideas will kind of pop into your head as you're going. But I kind of was like, okay, well, we'll do most things on the base. The initial plan, right, was to kind of have the base layer be mostly purple, and then like the buildings in the background would be all blue, and that would kind of be like where we kind of contrast. And but then I kind of decided later on that I'll make the throne and some little parts of the base kind of in a more unique color. That way it kind of stands out a bit more. So like you have this color, for the throne, as well as a little part on the base, as well as obviously the throne. So yeah, there's a lot of thought being put into a lot of these dioramas here. Spent way too much time thinking about these things. So yeah, these are a little bit not the best tape work, but I just needed the very basic sort of shapes sealed off for the buildings, just to make my job easier. And I already kind of have a color in mind for these buildings, because I have this really interesting kind of color. Let me grab it. Or rather, it's kind of a different kind of paint that I normally use, and I don't know, it kind of just like stuck out to me when I was at the art store. It's kind of this color shift paint, and it kind of has like this it's kind of a tealish color, but it has like a little bit of a purple sort of hint to it. So I think that might look really, really cool for like the buildings and stuff like that, and make them really pop out. That'll probably be the second layer. We'll probably use like a very bright blue for the base layer, just so it kind of stands out a bit more. Because that was kind of the problem I had with the icon dioramas, that the buildings don't really stand out as much. So I might actually go back in and tidy those guys up as well. But yeah, that's what we got cooking up in the old Megatron factory. So I got a lot of spiky looking buildings, because it kind of resembles the Decepticon symbol a little bit, because they always with the pointed edges and all that. That should be it for the tape on this guy. But yeah. And I'll grab these guys. For that side. That does seem like the yeah. All right. That should be it for today's stream, I think. I think it's a good place to kind of call it a wrap. So, yeah. Just kind of go through all the things we got done today. So we got the back wall almost done. I still need to add some extra details to these little panels. The reason why I have this big block here is because that's where these little platforms will sit on the diorama. And they're going to kind of house some little statues or whatever. Not real statues, but I kind of painted up some old Transformers toys to kind of mimic little statues. Because in the '86 movie, when we get to the coronation scene, there's in the film, there's actually these little not little statues, they're big statues. But for the purpose of this diorama, I can't do big statues because it just wouldn't fit. But in the movie, they had like little statues of like maybe what could have been like the original like Decepticon, like sort of builds or whatever, or how they used to look like or whatever. So I kind of want to have that little extra detail into this one. So, and of course we got the base all done for the most part, almost. Just need to fix up the front here, as well as on this guy and the hold on, I'll grab this guy. As well as the little platform here, which is going to kind of sit right around here, sort of occupying that space there. Oop, I gotta show better. There we go. So that's going to be kind of the base layer where everything kind of sits down. And then we go to gold elements. Grab them real quick. These need a little bit of work. Because painting on plastic here, especially, it takes a lot longer to kind of dry. So, but I got these little jewels or whatever. They're kind of like little things that are going to be hanging off of these things in the front. So they're going to go like right like that on there, or right there like that in the final version. And I will be painting the circle there red because I think that's how it was in the cartoon, if I'm remembering correctly. But so yeah, just a little detail like that will kind of go a long way to kind of make this diorama pop out. And obviously we saw sidewalls. So yeah, almost done here. So we just gotta do. So tomorrow morning I might do another stream. That's how Gundam painters do it. Yeah. Thank you, dude. Thanks, Castle. Thanks, Grumpy. Yeah. Cybertron for the win. Exactly. So tomorrow morning I might do another stream. Unless I do some extra work tonight, which I will try to record because I do like to make sure I cover everything as much as possible on these when I do these dioramas. But yeah. On that note, I think Lisa, drive by, hello. Oh, hate to break it to you, Lisa, but we're kind of wrapping up now. So I gotta go pee and do some stuff. But I just dropped some shit. No worries though. But yeah, so next up will be maybe tonight I'll do the base coating for the buildings, and then tomorrow we'll pick the stream up where we're kind of because like I don't think people want to watch the base coating anyways. Is not the most exciting part of doing a diorama. So so I'll do the base coating probably tonight for the buildings, and then tomorrow we can do more of the detailed stuff, like kind of adding extra colors and whatnot. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, sorry, Lisa, but I'll be back tomorrow morning. I should be able to be back tomorrow morning if I can make time for it. But yeah, on that note, I think I'm gonna call it a wrap. And next weekend, once this because the way I kind of work with these diorama streams, I like to do them over the course of a weekend and a couple of days. But next weekend, I'll probably because I've been putting off doing that Beast Wars piece for the guy, my buddy on Twitter. I'm gonna be doing that on stream next weekend. So yeah, Megatron. Beast Wars Megatron 2.0 because he wanted me to redraw or rather, so the way it worked out, right? Because I had made the original Beast Wars piece for Lethal, and I sent that off to him and all that. But when it was shipping off to Australia, it was like some sort of delay going on, I think, at the time, because it was like COVID year. Like it was when COVID was really hitting and stuff like that. So yeah, it like took months to get to him, and so in that time, I was kind of working on like a side piece, for lack of a better term, or rather a second Beast Wars Megatron piece in case there was some sort of problem with it. But fortunately, the piece did end up getting too lethal, and so I was like, I was kind of sitting with this sketch of Beast Wars Megatron in my drawer for a little while until more recently the guy on Twitter kind of said, "Oh, that's a cool piece," and he's like, "Oh, I might have an extra." He's talking about how he wanted some extra art on the wall, I think, in his room or whatever. So I was like, "Oh, I think I have an extra piece or lying around, or a second piece lying around." So I was like, "Oh, I'll just do that for you." So that's how that whole thing came about. So we're gonna be doing a second Beast Wars Megatron stream. So yeah. But I'll probably color it a little bit differently because I did that piece like a couple of years ago now, so it'll be kind of interesting to kind of tackle the same piece but in a different way. So about Beast Wars and still don't really understand it. I watched a couple episodes of the first season. I just was not really invested as much because I was already kind of attached to the original G1 characters, and so it's like it's like I'm watching the show and I'm just like, it's not really doesn't really have the characters that I really, cared about the most. But there's a lot of fans of Beast Wars, so I'm not going to kind of knock on them because obviously it's a very popular element of the lore or series rather, and it's very beloved. And I'm not going to not that it's like a bad show by any means, but it's not really for me, Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So next weekend we'll be doing the Beast Wars Megatron. Then, I guess I'll just continue doing the Teen Titans stuff because that's all I've got kind of going, almost ready to go for this next couple of weeks. I might as well do that. And for the birthday stream, which will be on the 26th, because my birthday falls on a Sunday next month. So yeah, I haven't really decided what I'll be doing for my birthday stream. Probably just gonna do the same way we always do. Don't really go too all out. Just gonna kind of just draw like we normally do because that's how I roll. But yeah. So on that note, I just want to say thank you so much to Grumpy, Lisa, Castle, Grumpy, or not Grumpy, Mr. and Mrs. Devin. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow morning. Unless we're playing Fortnite tonight, then maybe I'll be up all night again. So happy birthday! It's not even my birthday yet. I got another month. All right, got another month to wait, Lisa. But I appreciate the early wishes. So on that note, let's find us a clip. And you know what? I forgot to do it again. Goddamn! I forgot to upload the clip. I had the Galvatron clip. I had. I keep forgetting to re-upload it. All right. So we'll do Drunk Decepticons because it's been a while. So on that note, I will actually, what? We'll do the Prime clips again. Do the Prime clips because it was Peter Cullen's birthday yesterday. So I think it seems a bit more fitting to his birthday, or do the Prime clips here. So on that note, I will see you all later tomorrow morning. And then, yeah. So later, guys.
We've been in need of another Autobot in our ranks, not another child.
Look, RC, I was wrong. And I'm sorry. Again. And if you need to kick me off Team Prime...
Disregard for human safety, or anyone's safety, will not be tolerated. Do you understand?
Fully, sir.
We must never lose sight of the fact that upon this earth, We are Titans, and such power must be used wisely.
So tell me, Optimus, do you intend to take me alive? Or end this here and now?
Prime has recently proven he's willing to go further than ever to protect humanity. Optimus Prime is a true patriot. He and his team continue to risk their lives day in and day out, asking absolutely nothing in return.
If you don't survive, Optimus, I fear neither will this planet.
Very well.
The simple fact is, Prime doesn't have a bad circuit in his body. Move it, Gramps!
Agent Fowler, is that really necessary?
As liaison to the Autobots, I strongly caution that now would be the worst time to call Prime's dedication into question.
Decepticons, a toast to the imminent destruction of the accursed Autobots.
Boy, these are good.
This stuff's the greatest. Those were the good old days back on Cybertron. Didn't have to sneak around in these ugly Earth disguises. Good old Cybertron, land of the metal moon.
What's the matter, Chip?
I guess I was hoping Devastator might join the Autobots for good, but that's probably just a dumb old dream.
Hang on to your dreams, Chip. The future is built on dreams. Hang on.